So, currently, there is a issue which will be patched eventually, as was confirmed by Tragic, one of the devs for Remnant 2. Hunter's Focus is 100% guaranteed crit chance, so you do not need any amount of crit chance on your rings or items, you just need damage. This will be patched, obviously it's a major issue, considering how powerful Hunter's Focus already is. Bullet Storm, if for some reason when paired with the Trinity crossbow, allows it to fire infinitely without ever reloading. This is also an error and will be fixed as well, which lets you do crazy stuff like this right here. As you can see, broken damage, that is definitely not what the devs did it. So for the build today, we are going to do a full run with this just so I can show you how crazy it is on the bosses. We've got Hunter as primary, which is going to increase range damage and weak spot damage and give us our skills back a lot longer, at least for the Hunter part. We've got Hunter's Focus since it's bugged right now. We've got Gunslinger for the ranged and just range damage and fire rate, and then obviously Bulletstorm is bugged as well. This would normally be pretty good with the gun setup anyway. I've got no armor on because I'm wearing the Daredevil's Charm. I'm using Bloodless Heart. This is going to give us a immunity to damage for 3 seconds if I happen to need it. Probably won't. Probably just gonna die if I get hit or not. We've got range crit chance, weak spot damage, and range damage. Again, we don't need crit chance. We just want to up our damage. On the crossbow, which is the new Trinity crossbow, of course, we've got Hot Shot because you only need damage, and it's going to increase that by 15%. Top Heavy because the gun's always going to be at max ammo, and so it's going to get that extra weak spot damage as well as range damage bonus. Neither of these two matter, although I do have Tech 22 because it's awesome. Daredevil's Charm is going to give us a massive damage increase and movement speed increase for each empty armor slot. I figured I'd give the bosses a chance. Probability Cord increases crit damage by 20% now. Zania's Malice is a, I believe, 20% damage bonus as well to weak spot. And then I've got Stone of Expanse for 12% range damage. And then I throw on the Worn Admiral's Ring, which means I take 200% more damage. So I get one shot if I take any amount of damage. But I'm going to deal 15% more damage as well. This got increased. It was 10. Now it's 15. This should let me show you how powerful the build is while also making it a little bit of a challenge to myself. As our traits, we're going to go with Ammo Reserves to have more ammo. Flashcasters can activate the skills instantly. Gifted gives the skills longer duration since we're going to be melting bosses quickly anyhow. We just want to keep that active for as long as possible. Long Shot for the distance. Swiftness so we can avoid attacks by running. Untouchable so we can avoid attacks better. Vigor, Endurance, Spirit, Expertise. You've seen these before. Then we've got Fitness to avoid attacks better. So there's the build, everybody. Let's get into the run and show you how crazy this bugged out massive crossbow build actually is. Kaeula got Empathy and Regenerator, which neither of those should matter, but we'll see. Yeah, they did not matter, it would appear. So, Regenerator and Empathy? Okay. Empathy showing up for no reason, really. Doesn't even hurt me at all. I'm gonna try and not waste my Bulletstorm yet. I'm gonna save that for the Corruptor. If I can. I need to hit some weak spots regardless. There we go. Got the movement, so yeah, okay. I think I have plenty of time on this. I don't have my mod, so I'm missing a little bit of damage, but... Okay, so that heart apparently does not protect you from that. My only guess is that maybe the ring cancels out the relic? I have no idea. That was really weird. And 3 seconds really is not a lot, though, so... You see this, and then you compare it to when Bulletstorm's active, and it's just like, wow. Clearly not intended. Okay, come on. There we go. Alright, I can try again. I just gotta stay moving, really. It should be fine. I mean, I have unlimited ammo, so... There we go. I don't think any mobs came at me because I did it fast enough. Obviously, the Labyrinth boss doesn't really even count for, like, this build because I can't even use the build. And I did do the skip, so if I get killed, I have to redo the whole Labyrinth, which would really suck. But I thought, you know, for the video, let's just give myself a challenge. Why not? Unfortunately, the crossbow is not great in this situation. Tech 22 will probably carry me, though. That's what I used the other day. It's pretty good. They buffed my favorite sidearm. Like, I don't understand. Was it not good enough? I mean, I'm fine with it. Don't get me wrong. Woo! Look at that. I actually didn't get one shot by that damage. It's weird. I shouldn't have got damage in the first place, but... You know how it is. Okay, if I get that cube... Good to go. Yeah, that was weird. Apparently, it's odd because the Admiral Ring... So I had this issue before. I've beaten the game with the Admiral Ring on before. And the last time I did it, Bloat King... A lot of his attacks actually wouldn't kill me. His lightning apparently just isn't powerful enough. I just thought it was really odd. Like 200% more damage. Base character is just still enough to not die. Seems kind of crazy. That was a close one. Pick this I really don't know if this relic works with this Admiral Ring, because apparently it didn't on that boss, but... There we go. Alright, we did it. It was a close call, but we did it. Regenerator and empathy. The game is very confused because it keeps giving me things that really do not matter to me. Wow, dude, that's crazy. That was a good boss for that. Imagine if we got Hatchery. Hatchery would have really sucked. Party and Regenerator. How many times is Regenerator going to show up? We would have rather had Custodian's Eye because it's easier to deal damage to that thing, especially with the weak spot, but this will work fine. If I was able to do a little bit more damage early on, it would have looked better, but Orb is kind of skewing things. Look at the damage without it, too. It's nutty. Just gotta wait for the Gunslinger to come back. Well, I guess both of them, and then I get my crit, but... Oh boy, time for the fun face. This one can be really hard to avoid damaging. I think if I just run in a circle, though, I should be fine. I have both my skills back now. Okay. Just need you to get the skills up, and then they get deleted. Empathy and Regenerator again. This is getting ridiculous, kind of. No weak spot, my damage is obviously going to be a bit lower, but... Oh, I stunned him because it does so much damage. What? I've actually never seen that animation. Usually he falls down if he gets stunned. That's interesting. So the bad news is we got the one boss we didn't want because this boss is like already a gimmick in and of itself. But we got thick skin and hardy, which is actually finally something that matters. But doesn't really matter. Oh my word, it's so dope. Thick skin and hardy? Okay, now we're getting somewhere. He teleported immediately. I missed a lot of shots, too. That could have been way better. I mean, I missed a lot of shots. Am I proud of that? Not really, but... This fight's pretty tough. No damage because of the burn. Should be able to stagger him pretty well, though. He's over there somewhere. Now I'm out of all my buffs. It's unfortunate. You could definitely insta-kill him, though, if you really tried hard enough. I'm, like, debating on dying to redo it, but also... Yeah, okay. let's do it by accident anyway. This time I shot the shield beforehand, so that should help me do more damage. He didn't move his head so much. Gosh darn it. The whole time he's there, he's moving his head. Yeah, Bullet Storm don't last long enough after that, so... It might be possible if you were careful enough with your shots, but... Yeah, I died to fire again. Tough part is activating all the skills enough. Or fast enough. Gosh darn it, I can't do it! Alright, this time I activated the mod already, and I activated a fire rate booster. See if that lets me do it. Yes, I finally did it. Okay, it took one extra booster, and you have to activate the mod early, and then you can do it. Alright, that's cool. Elemental Resist showed up again. I'm trying to aim for the hammer instead of actually his weak spot, just because that'll give me some more shots on his weak spot overall. It's a tough one, because I don't know if I can do enough damage before Bullet Storm goes away. Yeah, you really need that extra time on the Bullet Storm. There's some modifications you can make to maybe get Bullet Storm to last a bit longer. Overall, it's not too important, though. I think we could just two-phase him. It's probably possible to one-phase him if you do it correctly, but this will let me build up my skills anyway. I can let my Hunter... There we go. Hunter ran out. It really is. I mean, even though it's so stupid broken, it doesn't always work. There's a lot of bosses that... You're not going to get the burst off. I mean, obviously, the general damage is fine, but, like, the actual setup of using both skills together, it's still kind of tough to utilize properly. I'll wait. Hopefully I don't die to one of these random attacks, but... Just need my Hunter's focus back. Take some ammo just in case. Actually, Bullet Storm gives infinite, doesn't it? Oh yeah, I guess the crossbow actually hits his weak spot really easily. I thought the hammer was the way to go. Apparently I should have gone shoot his face. Dang. Regenerator empathy again. This should be a relatively easy fight. As long as I don't screw it up. Why is that not the case though? Just gotta stay behind him really. or not. So, yeah, that'll do. It's all right. It's all right. Elementary resistant skull cracker. Okay. All about patience with Venom. Could definitely have got him if I really was careful enough. Maybe if I had shot a little bit earlier, too. Dude, with light armor... I mean, I'm obviously not wearing armor, but being light... So much stamina that I'm not used to having. Okay, Bulletstorm is back. I mean, he's almost dead anyway, but... Just for the flair of it, you know? Where's he at? There we go. It counts. We still got it with this kill. Okay. I don't think Dead to Rights got activated. I probably would have killed him faster. Okay, both skills are deactivated, so I just have to not take any damage. Wait on that. Easier said than done. Yeah, anything with a phase transition makes this just a little bit harder to pull off. Okay, Dead to Rights is back. And get melted. Yeah. Well, this is certified broken, that's for sure. That's for sure. An hour and 30 minutes, basically. Now, again, I ran through the game with the speedrun build, essentially. I put on some armor to just run through areas, because with the ammo ring, you know, I'm not playing around. Doing some of those areas with that would suck, but yeah. Basically, ran through it as fast as I could, and then I used this on all the bosses. This is incredibly powerful. It's the highest DPS possible currently. It is obviously broken. They will be patching it, along with a couple other things that will be patched as well. I just thought it'd be fun to show you guys what it looked like to run through the game with it, because it's very, very broken. And, yeah, it's a little tough to use at times. It's not the easiest thing in the world, because phase transitions exist, but as long as you're patient, you can completely delete anything you like. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.
Destiny, she tempts me, tells me there's two paths, they both have a different ending. Choose wise and you'll find that pain leads to ascending. Till I'm dead and buried deep within a cemetery, I will fight, never weary, I wanna be legendary. Till I'm dead and buried deep within a cemetery, I will fight, never weary, I wanna be legendary.